This video walks you through the process I use to take someone from no experience all the way to a barbell back squat. I'm not teaching one perfect squat or a single set of rules. I'm showing the order I coach this lift in, the cues I use, and what I'm actually looking for when I'm working with someone. If you're new to squatting, this gives you a clear starting point. And if you already squat, it gives you a way to clean things up without overthinking it. I start by having people use a kettlebell to find a comfortable squat stance. This is a position that lets them squat as low as they can while staying stable and in good form. This gives us a solid starting point before we ever touch a barbell. I also want people in a stable, flat shoe. The goal here is a solid base, not cushioning or bounce. I like the bar set around chest height. I want people to have to bend their knees slightly to get under the bar, not come up on their toes to unrack it. I use grip width to help create a solid upper back shelf. I'll usually start just outside shoulder width with the hands as close together as possible while still being comfortable. I prefer a full grip with a thumb around the bar, but a false grip can be more comfortable for some lifters, especially with limited shoulder mobility, and can help bring the hands in. Once the bar is gripped, I pull myself under it and organize the setup, feet under the bar and under the hips, before we ever unrack. Before I worry about where the bar sits, I need a shelf. I pull the shoulder blades together to create a solid upper back platform. Once I push into the bar and load that shelf, I'm looking for the elbows to stay more down than flared back. When the elbows start drifting back, tightness is usually lost and the upper back starts to round. From there, the bar sits on the shelf. There's a range from higher on the traps to lower on the rear delts, depending on comfort, build, and what someone is training for. To reinforce that shelf, I engage the lats by pulling the bar down and thinking about bending it across my back. Before unracking, I want pressure inside the torso. I'll often describe this as bracing like you're about to be punched in the stomach, but with expansion through the belly, sides, and low back, not the chest. That pressure is set before the bar comes out and stays there through the rep. Before unracking, I want the feet under the hips in an athletic position, not the squat stance yet. From there, the unrack is driven by the hips, not by lifting the bar with the back alone. For the walkout, I use 3 steps. The non-dominant foot steps back first, about the length of your shoe. The dominant foot steps back in line. Then the non-dominant foot adjusts into the final squat stance. Anything more than that is just wasted energy. Once the stance is set, the goal is creating tension through the feet. The feet aren't actually moving. I'm trying to rotate them away from each other to create stability at the hips. That creates external rotation without twisting the feet or knees. At the same time, I want a tripod foot. Pressure through the heel, the big toe, and the little toe. That gives me a stable base to move from. From here, I want the hips stacked under the bar before starting the descent. I break at the hips and knees together. That timing helps keep the bar path as straight as possible. I'm looking for the knees to track over the feet or slightly outside. The goal here is avoiding knee collapse, not forcing a position. Depth is based on control and position. As a general rule, I want people squatting as deep as they can while maintaining good form. If someone's competing in powerlifting, depth is dictated by the rules. I want the hips under the bar at the start of the rep, and back under the bar at the finish before another rep begins. If someone finishes with their hips pushed back, it usually throws off the next rep in the bar path. Each rep should start from a stacked position, not a drifting one. I'm looking for the bar to travel as straight as possible. If it drifts forward, you'll usually end up on your toes. If it drifts back, you'll feel it in your heels.